We preview the Miami Dolphins season and tell you if they can eclipse their win total, as well as let you know how you can win $1,000 from us here at Grandstand Bettors absolutely free. And it all starts right now. What is going on, everyone? It's Matt from Grandstand Bettors, and last year we cashed 70% of our season win total predictions, so we figured why not run it back here again in 2022, and we're also excited to announce that our NFL betting contest is back here in 2022. The signups are now open. We'll get into that in just a moment, but first, if you're new to our channel, make sure you go ahead, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our 32 prediction videos, and while you're at it, smack that like button. If you are ready for some preseason games, they officially get underway this week, but without further ado, let's dive in to the Miami Dolphins season preview. And wow, last year we told you this was not a 10-win team and absolutely got destroyed in the comments. Well, we were right. The Dolphins, they're coming off a 9-8 season last year and made some big moves this offseason to hopefully get that final push and make the playoffs for the first time since 2016. First, let's look at who they brought in on offense. Of course, everyone knows about the blockbuster trade that landed them star wide receiver Tyreek Hill. This adds a ton of speed to their offense, like it would any other offense in the NFL, really. But we think this guy that it's going to impact the most is second-year player out of Alabama, Jalen Waddle. A tight coverage guy with Tyreek Hill is now going to have Waddle open in the middle of the field. He had Waddle 104 receptions last season, averaged 9.75 yards per reception, and if Tyreek Hill goes long, that really does open up the middle of the field for Waddle and Mike Gesicki at that. Now, it's great to have all these weapons at wide receiver and tight end, but they are useless if you can't get them the ball efficiently. The Dolphins, they only had 214 passing yards per game last season, and they averaged 12.4 incompletions per game. They also ranked 28th in the league with only 6.4 yards per attempt. Now, Tua, he did have a 67% completion percentage, but that is mainly because he threw the ball 7 yards or less, which, quite frankly, any NFL quarterback or even you out there could probably accomplish that if you threw it that little down the field. Now, if you look at Tua's stats deeper, only Taylor Heineke had a worse turnover-worthy play rate on long passes last season. Really, any stat you look at for when quarterbacks throw the ball long, Tua's accuracy plummets and he ranks at the bottom of the league in almost every stat and long ball projection. He simply cannot throw the ball as far as Patrick Mahomes, and we've seen in several videos he has failed to get the passes to Tyreek Hill down the field, and he sprints much faster than I think what Tua is used to of any of his wide receivers in the past. Now, their passing game might improve a bit from last season just because Tyreek Hill's playmaking ability is that great, but if it fails, they will need to step up their run game even more this season because last season they only averaged 92 rushing yards per game, which was third worst in the NFL. They brought in quite a few guys in this position, Raheem Mostert, Sony Michel, and Chase Edmonds, but they did little to no work on the offensive line. They had the league's worst 3.5 yards per rush last season, so it is going to be interesting to see if their run game improves at all behind a poor offensive line. Now, switching gears to their defense, the Dolphins had a solid secondary and improved when compared to 2020, but still, they only ended up 16th in the league, giving up 227 yards per game. Now, their run defense was not much better, and overall, they ranked 15th in the league in yards given up per game. However, they were phenomenal in the red zone and forcing turnovers. They were 7th in opponent red zone scoring percentage for touchdowns, holding their opponents to 52%, and they led the league with 29 takeaways. Their efficiency in the red zone resulted in them only giving up 21 points per game, which was 6th best in the league. they did a nice job retaining Howard, and they also added Porter Gustin from the Browns and Melvin Ingram from the Chiefs to add some depth to their defensive line. This defense was a huge reason why they had a winning season last year, and it's going to be a big reason if they want to maintain that level of success. But man, we have been waiting for this video for the whole last offseason because we took the under on the Dolphins win total last season and got absolutely crapped on by everyone in the comments for saying that Tua was a bust. Now, although their win total resulted in a push last season, which luckily they beat the Patriots in Week 18, which the Patriots had rested all of their players during that win. This year, the Dolphins have the 21 hardest schedule compared to the 28th hardest schedule last year. They also start the season off with some very hard games, and just like last year, if they can't manage an upset there in Week 1 over the Patriots, they are going to start probably 0-5 again, as we predicted last year. Now, their defense should keep them in these games, but their offensive line has not improved at all from last season, and unless Tua can add 10-plus yards to his long ball and throw it accurately, they wasted a lot of picks in the trade for Tyreek Hill. Just like last year, you're not going to be surprised here, and we expect to hear about this in the comments, so make sure you tell us how wrong we are. But Tua is awful. This quarterback, I've never seen anybody worse, maybe Baker Mayfield, but with our over-under prediction of 8.5 wins for the Miami Dolphins, we're going to take, yeah, you guessed it, under 8.5 wins this season. Now, we're going to be diving into more of the AFC East with the New England Patriots and the New York Jets season previews tomorrow. And later in August, we'll be breaking down the entire division and let you know where we see each team finishing up. Spoiler alert, Tua will not be in the playoffs. Or will he? Don't forget, though, sign up for our NFL betting contest. It's absolutely free at grandstandbettors.com. We are giving away great quarterly prizes again this year, and the winner will take home $1,000 of cold hard cash. As always, though, sit back, relax, get ready for the NFL season, and we'll see you tomorrow for the rest of the AFC East season previews.